taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Ryan is Sanu.
Got my little nephew.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Now Ito Smith had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. Third down here. Now Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 11. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, now Bortles. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking long for West. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Ryan. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's DJ Yeldon. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. He finds some open field here. Past the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now it's Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dante Moncrief, 40 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And his throw here's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Look at the spin. Balance. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bortles now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Looking long for Westbrook. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Ryan He's airing it out for Sanu. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before half for Bortles. He's going to try and go deep again. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And some room to roam now. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Fournette, a first down carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Derek Shelby coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Play action. Now it's Bortles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Oh, it is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Drops it off for Coleman.
All right, well, I need me one.
48, enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game
gonna be
within
out
the
there
game.
pretty soon.
3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They give him 14 yards that time, and a fresh set it down.
Need me a good little house dog.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the
house,
first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside. That's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
They be anything like whatchamacallit, what's his name, Major? Yeah, they anything like this,
on second down.
It's like a goddamn Rottweiler in the house.
As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
It's going to be worth it.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down again.
We've been around this league for a while.
She ain't at work. She at the house now. She can take it him home.
In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision.
Look, man, leave me alone, goddamn.
With the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got a try here. He's back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball?
I want to go last night. Y'all let the 2 left up. We can pick a team after he didn't quit on the one time. We're going to let him quit on the game. Fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you. He going to pull you 3 times, dude.
Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
East side load the chopper, let it rain on you.
Again, it's Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd in just about a few inches here. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Fournette on the counter. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Here's a give to Fournette. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays?
Say what?
All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football.
That shit ain't no joke. You take your ass up there. If they fuck with you, you gonna get a pass. If they don't, if you in the wrong place. That's what I'm saying. Jail ain't sweet, period.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10.
Tuesday.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Hey, white.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Throw right side caught by Ridley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. This is caught. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again, Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Bortles going to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. This is caught inside the 15. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Let's go.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. I tell you, Charles, You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much
rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little